Hi folks, so it's Matt here and I'm getting the Audi 100 ready for the Festival of the Unexceptional this coming weekend. It's in pretty good shape. I think most of you have seen pictures of it before, but the biggest problem is this big scratch down the side here, which you can probably see here. And it extends to this area where it's actually a little bit dented, but it appears to be mainly through the lacquer. So what we're going to have a go at is using the Dust 6 polisher here, and we've got some fairly heavy cut compound, and we're going to give it a go and see if we can get some of these marks out. If it improves it a little bit, that's fine. If it doesn't, then I've had a quote from the body shop, but it's in excess of £1,000 to get that rectified, because effectively they need to repaint the rear quarter and the door. So let's see what we can do with the polisher. Well, that is already many times better, and that's just with some medium compound, so I could go harder, but I think I'll leave it for now, and I'll have a go at the tougher one on the wheel arch. Let's see how this one goes. Well, after about 5 minutes on the wheel arch, this is a vast improvement. I'm really happy with what I've done in just 10 or 15 minutes. Let's give it another go in the future, but it's looking good for now. So I'm in the Audi 100 now. I thought I'd just give you a quick update on some of the additions that I've made to make life a bit easier with it. So first up, there is a universal vent mount phone holder, and down here there is a plug-in Bluetooth transmitter receiver, which obviously just take the cigarette lighter out and pop that in there, and that then broadcasts on a channel which you can turn your radio on, not with the door open though, and it will play music and any commentary from the phone straight through, so that modernises that a little bit. And then down here it's lacking cup holders, so on eBay I was able to get these 3D printed holders. If you put one in like that, then it's the perfect size for drinks cans, and I've got a second one here. If you pop that in, that is the universal size for drinks bottles, so really handy to have that. It just makes it a bit easier on the long journeys. I've also got some new floor mats in. These are again from eBay, from a company called Auto Style. They seem to be pretty good actually. They're a great fit on the front at least. The back ones aren't perfect fit, but they're pretty good. So that's very nice. I'm just continuing to give it a vacuum through now, and then we'll almost be ready for Festival of the Unexceptional. But certainly having the radio talking is brilliant, to be able to have sat-nav hands-free ready for the journey up to Grimsthorpe Castle. For those of you who don't know much about the Audi 100, I'll just give you a quick walk around. I'll be honest, I didn't know much about them before I bought this one, which was relatively recently, but effectively this is the last generation of the Audi 100, the C4, which then became the Audi A6. In fact, the Haynes manual for this car is shared with the first generation Audi A6. A few differences to the later cars. This uses the Procon 10 system, which is a steering wheel pre-tensioning system to pull the steering wheel away from you in an accident, so there's no airbags. It's prior to that. This was the last generation of this size to use the 5-cylinder engine. This one is a 2.3, a 2316cc 5-cylinder engine, fuel injected with a rather hated Bosch system for fuel injection, but it seems to work on this car. Probably do with some new plugs at some point, but otherwise that's that. And then it's as a premium sector car, it was unusual to have steel wheel trims still, steel wheels and trims. Lots of these had alloy wheels, particularly the V6 models, but there was a 2-litre model below this as well, which usually came with wheel trims. What else is there to say? Not a lot really. It's just a big, comfortable 4.8 metre long car. This particular one's an auto, which makes it really lazy to drive, but it does cruise wonderfully on the motorway. Yeah, so if you didn't know anything about the Audi 100, you probably don't know much more now, but there you go. It's grown on me quite a bit actually, the car, the more I've used it particularly, so not sure what's going to happen to it next, but let's get it out to some events anyway and see how we go. Right, with the interior now cleaned out, looking good, let's have a quick under bonnet check to see what's going on. We've got about 350 mile round trip, possibly a bit more, because tomorrow I'm off to Great British Car Journey first. So let's have a little look. Coolant first. I think that should be okay, because I did check that last week. Yep, that's all at the top, looking okay. That reservoir's a bit grotty. I might drain a little bit of coolant out of there at some point and give that a good clean up. Likewise with the rest of the engine bay. It's not bad in here, but it's nowhere near Mr. Pollitt's standards, so I might have to do a bit of cleaning, especially as there's quite a lot of alloy components in here. Let's have a quick check of the dipstick. The engine's not been run for a while, so that is, it's about 3/4 up, so I'll put a little drop in there as well, but it's done about 1,200, 1,300 miles since I last checked it, so that's really good news that it's not really using any oil. Right, I think that's about it from me. Someone else is going to wash the exterior of this car. I won't be filming that. It's one of my most hated jobs, but hopefully we'll see plenty of you at Festival of the Unexceptional, and I'll take loads of photos while I'm there. See you all soon.